Hi guys, back again, per usual. I had a certain person yesterday report me to law enforcement saying that I was calling him a paedophile and something else. I forget what it was, or annoying him or something like this here, something stupid like this. I can't remember just exactly what it was. It was for calling him a paedophile and something else. And law enforcement was called, and they called to the house, and they said, you know, this man's accusing you of, calling him this and doing this and that, and what's your name and what's your date of birth and where do you live and all this, your address and all this carry on here, right? So basically that's all that was said. And I said, no, I wasn't calling him, I wasn't even talking to him today, or didn't even see him today, so say, and I wasn't long back to the flat at the time, you know what I'm saying? So the only people I seen was out and about or whatever. But the certain person that accused me of saying this, I didn't see him that day at all, or no interactions with him in that day at all, right? But is it not an obligation, or is it not a thing that if someone accuses you of doing something, right, and you haven't done anything, well, is the other person not supposed to be cautioned for giving false information to law enforcement and for wasting their time? When I wasn't done with anything, I didn't do a thing. The law enforcement was at the door. That's all I knew about it. But is the other person not supposed to get a caution or a warning saying you're making false allegations or false hearsay or whatever it is, you're wasting police time or whatever it is, stop doing it? I thought that's the way things work, guys, but that doesn't seem to be the way with me at all. But when I show video evidence of a fella that called to the flat accusing me and my son of being paedophiles, and he lives in the area, the local area for Corrie, County Monaghan, he was never investigated or asked why he was doing these things, or stopped or one thing or another. Or I never got a report back saying that we've cautioned this man not to be calling down to your house and accusing you of these crimes, or accusing you of this here. This is what's going on at the minute now. Well, it's gone on this last while. Well, it was the first time was last year that boy called to the house. Now this thing yesterday evening as well. Cheers, guys. So basically what's happening is the people that's accusing me of being a paedophile and doing this and whatever, carry on. They are not been cautioned at all. When we are not accused, when I'm not been accused of anything, but a stranger can come along and accuse me of being a paedophile and all the rest of it, right? And then he is not, they don't even bother their arse looking for him. They don't even go near him. But yet, when someone goes to law enforcement and reports me that I accused, excuse me guys, Legitimate. I'm sorry. I do this on every video. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm sorry. It's probably just drinking the coffee, I'd say. But this is what's happening with me. People can come down and accuse me of being a paedophile and doing this and doing that and doing the other and threatening neighbours and threatening them with knives and threatening this, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and I'm going to bone you and I'm going to stab you and I'm going to use knives and all this, carry on, and accusing people of being paedophiles and all that. And I'm being investigated for this here, or to come down and I'm being asked, you done this, you done that and you done that. And then I'm not charged with any of this at all, because none of this exists. But they can go along then and threaten to stab me and my son, right? And threaten us that we're paedophiles, and threaten go to the back of the house, go to the back of the flat at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night with sledgehammers, you know. But they're not even approached by the law. But yet, when anything is said, when they go along and say this, that we don't do anything like that there. We're not involved in anything like that there. Threats, violence, one thing or another, right? But they go to the law and say this. They come to us, right? But we're not charged with doing anything. But yet they don't go back to them and say, look at, you're wasting police time here. Give it a rest, will you, or whatever you're doing. Or whatever lies and corruption that they are spreading about the whole thing. But the law enforcement will come to us and ask us and take our name and address and the whole lot. But they won't go to the ones in the local area that is genuinely threatening us with stabbing us and coming to the back door with sledgehammers and banging on the doors at 10:30 and 11 o'clock at night. They're not been questioned or quizzed about why they're doing this or threatening to stab us. How does that work? So basically they're all working together, law enforcement and these ones that's saying they're going to stab us and come into the house. They are working with the law. That's the way it looks. Like this fella in here. Or the boy that accused me yesterday evening of this shit. Right? He's obviously working with the law and the law's working with him. Obviously. Sure, it can be in no other way. And all the ones in Rockcurry as well. That's County Monaghan. They're all working with the law as well. Because they're never quizzed about doing anything wrong. Lad across the road just on the corner was telling he was going to stab me in the sun. I never think the guards never went to him. They never even bothered looking for your man to come down and accuse us of being a paedophile. Well, obviously they're all working together. You know, but yet they'll call to me and accuse me of doing this. You know, accusing of showing knives, carrying knives and threatening to stab people and threatening this and threatening that and threatening that. But yet I'm never charged with anything. But yet the ones that's accusing me of doing this are never cautioned or saying, I don't believe that this man done this. So why he's wasting police time or whatever, you know, or caution you now or whatever it is. And obviously they're all working together. Like it doesn't take a rocket scientist to add that up. So all they can do is just lift the phone and ring the law and say this man has done this, and then they're out like a shot like that there. You know. That's what's happening at the minute, guys. That's what's going on. That's exactly what's going on. I don't know, it's a sad fucking world. That's all I can say. And the people that's doing this and the people that's at it and reinforcing it are fucking sad. Because I tell you what it is. Do you know what it is? I seen kids play better fucking games. Do you know that? I fixed the bins yesterday evening or whatever it was, put them in an 8-pie. The neighbour went and fucked them, pulled them around the place, pulled them out of the corner or whatever it was and left them. And then yesterday in the park, you won taking the photographs. I found out then later on that evening that this is part of the programme. This is what they'll do. Take your photograph and stuff like that there. That's all part of the programme. Sorry guys. It's legitimate, it's not put on. Well, that's what's happening. All these people are working with law enforcement to get the downfall of me and whoever else is with me. Which there's nobody with me. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to fucking know this, carry on. That's what's exactly happening now at the minute, you know. Oh, and yesterday I was giving out about the ambulance. I went into the shop. I think I might have mentioned this as well, that the poison ambulance was outside. I'm not giving out. If you're doing your job right and you're going along about your daily business or doing your work right, I have no problem with anybody. But when it's not been done right and it's been done the wrong way and it's been done for the downfall of people or targeted individuals or whatever it is, I stand up and say yous are doing it fucking wrong. Yous are corrupt and evil and nefarious fucking people that's doing it. But the ambulance crew were sitting outside having a coffee or whatever it was. I heard them about 10-15 minutes earlier going down the road, and then there was sirens before that as well. That was twice. Now, I went into the shop, and of course, the loudest person behind the counter was, there was a big pile up, there was a big crash out at such a road. There was a big accident out there. There's nothing on it about the news. There's nothing on it about it anyhow. But yet she was loud enough. Everybody else was silent in the fucking shop, but you could hear her. She was overemphasizing the thing at all. The week before that they went out, that they went down the road 4 to 5 times with the sirens going. Where was all the accidents and where was all the big pile-ups and where was all the emergencies and where was all this, what I'd say, stage accidents? There wasn't a word about them, about the 4 times or 5 times down the road. But when I put it up on Facebook, there was word about it. Was there word about the time that I left down to Skillen one day and I was caught up with a police car behind me and a police car in front of me up to the border? Was there any word about that? No, there wasn't, no. All staged accidents and... Sorry guys, I'm just catching me breath here. This is what's going on out there. So all these crowds working with the law. That's what's happening. That's what's going on. They're all working with either the Gardaí or the policeman. They're all together. They're all together. And he accused one lad, I tell me, you're a police informer. He never said, no, I'm not. Yes, I am. He never said anything. If anybody accused me, I'd fucking ram them up. You know, they're all working together. They're all fucking working together. The civilians and the law enforcement and the whole. But you see, what the thing is now, and I'm only after copping on now, that this will not be put down as stalking, harassment, psychological warfare, or abusing or other people's rights, other people's human rights. it won't be put down as that. It'll be put down as community policing. That's what'll happen there, in that case. Community policing. Now, there's community policing allow these people to treat you and threaten you and do whatever they like with you like a piece of shit. I don't think that doesn't come into the equation, I don't think. You're allowed to do your community policing, but you're not allowed to fucking create noise harassment, wake them up at night, psychological fucking torture them, and throw their human rights out the window, treat them like a piece of fucking shit. You're not allowed to do that. You can do community policing, but you're not allowed to fucking treat other human beings like fucking dogs. No, it won't come under stalking and harassment and psychological warfare or fuck the human rights out the window and fuck all the rest of the rights out of the window or whatever. We have no rights anyhow. Sure, they're going to come and take you whenever they want. The police, the guards, the fucking mental health crowd, the whole lot of them. When you think of it, what rights have you, basically? What rights has anybody out there? Like, what rights have you? None. You might think you have, but you have nothing, basically. You're a human being living in this world. You're supposed to have rights and all that, and human rights and all the rest of it, been treated with respect and all the rest of it, unless you're committed of being or whatever it is. Even though you are a fucking criminal or whatever it is, you're still allowed to be treated like a human being, you know. Well, some people that done certain things don't be, but I'd agree with that alright, but oh, it's only community policing, it's okay. You won't. It's not stalking and harassment. No, it's not psychological warfare. It's not torturing the person or, you know, crossing his path every day, blocking him, fucking bumping into him in the shopping centres, you know, trying to get the person to evoke a violent response. No, it's not that. Well, it is fucking that. You know, and when these people have heart attacks, and when they've heart attacks, gone through stress, 24/7 stressed, you know, to the health with these people, and you know, you could end up in a mental hospital, you could end up in a fucking whatever it is with a heart attack or whatever it is, diabetes or fucking sorry guys, I have a chesty cough. God knows what you get out of this, like, health-wise, you know. You might be walking around. I'm going to make myself a tinfoil hat now, and I'm going to start walking around with that on my head. And I'm going to stand outside these stalkers and harassment houses with a sign saying these people are stalking and harassing ordinary decent human beings with psychological warfare. That's what are playing on the people out there, and yous are creating scenarios where they are supposed to be involved in stabbings, and they're supposed to be pedos and a whole lot of and all this shit. And the ones that's fucking accusing me or ringing up the police saying this, carry on, they're the ones that's behind all this paedophilia and fucking you name it. They're up to their eyeballs in it. But yet they can walk away scot-free, and I'm the one that's been accused of doing all this shit. But yet I'm not fucking locked up, or I'm not been cautioned by the guards of doing this or whatever it is. It's all part of the program, guys. It's all part of the fucking program. Civilians walking with the police and God knows who else. That's exactly what's going on. Community stalking, how are you? Or community policing, how are you, huh? Excuse me, guys, I've chest is on me. But that's exactly what's happening. They won't put it down to psychological warfare or stalking or harassment or whatever it is. It's community policing. That's what we're doing. Community policing. You know. It's a joke, guys. It's a joke. That's what it is. On both participants, law enforcement and the civilians. It's a money waste or time wasting which could be put into something more beneficial for the country or the people, instead of trying to get fucking rid of them, you know. But then again, some people says community policing or it's something that you done or it's something that's not that you done, and then someone else says that it's that you know too much. And you could have divulged information to someone. I don't know. I don't know anything. I didn't divulge anything to anybody or anything like that there because I know fucking nothing. I'm only jack shite, you know. And then again, it could be something that I done. I don't know. But you have community policing and you have law enforcement there. So, you know, kangaroo court. Sure, I was in the kangaroo court there a few weeks ago. You know, there's no rein in on these people. I'm not the only one that's giving out about them. Half the country's giving out about them. You know. But it's not half the people half the country's giving out about them. But like half the country is not gone up on YouTube or Facebook or anything like that there. They have it, they're saying you're right, it's all wrong, the whole system is all wrong. Half the country is saying it yet, but like they're not, they won't actually go up and say it on or you know, broadcast it like on social media or whatever it is, like, you know, but probably too afraid. I wouldn't blame them anyway, you know, but people going missing and people committing suicide, and you know what, I never seen as many people. I'd be looking at Facebook down and not been in the news this last 12 months or this last 2 years. I never seen as many people or as many you know, people going missing or advertisements for young ones and students and, you know, men going missing and this going missing, and if you see this man, report this to this, and you know, all this carry on, and people committing suicide. Monaghan is the biggest place for suicides ever I came across. And for people going missing and committing suicide, people committing suicides. There have been, I don't know, umpteen people committed suicide this last, I don't know, few years. Unreal. People been driven to do this, as far as I can see to you, huh? You know, put under that much stress and that much fucking, you know, carry on or whatever it is, yeah. But that's what's going on out there, guys. The civilians are working with law enforcement to bring down the likes of me and the likes of other people as well that supposedly have done something or supposedly have known too much and dissolved or whatever it is, dissolved information to other people, or I don't know. That's what I think is happening in here. I don't know. Or committed a crime. I don't know, guys. It's ridiculous what's going on out there. Children's games, what the fucking that? Child. I'd see a child playing a more fucking complicated game than them, you know. Oh my God, small-minded, pea-brained, stupid fucking people that don't know their arse from their elbow, you know, but yet can ring up law enforcement and get you fucking, you know, what's your name? You're accused of this, you're accused of that, you know, with no evidence of it. Where's the evidence? You know, where, you know, why wasn't I charged with it? Why wasn't, you know, and then when I wasn't charged with it or whatever, why go back and say, right, okay, we're charging you with calling this man and doing this and doing that and doing the other, whatever it was, right? Absolutely nothing, right? But yet they won't go back to him and say, you know, you're wasting police time here, you know. No, simple reason is because he's working with them. And the rest of them as well that stalk and harass me. They're all working with law enforcement, that's just it. Or 90% of them, or 80% of them, or 50% of them, I don't know how much, but then when they are doing this, when they are crossing in front of you with their car, nearly causing accidents and all this shit out on the road, you know, lunging their cars at you and, you know, provoking you to hit them and provoking to get you in a fight and all this carry on, they are not in the wrong. They are not, them ones, they are not in the wrong by doing this, by breaking the law. It's me that's in the wrong, you know. Like, I was having a conversation with the manager at then, or one of the managers at then in Tesco's in Monaghan. Yet the detective didn't like it, what I was saying or what I was talking about the whole. So he arrested me and I was fined £1,000 in the fucking in the kangaroo court. And then it was brought down to £500. For what? For fucking talking to a manager in Tesco's. And I wasn't even fucking complaining or shouting or one thing or another. Standing there talking to them, just because they didn't like this. That'll sure kangaroo courts, guys. No law, no nothing. It's just whatever. It's you're working for them. €100, €50. It's okay there. Yeah, bail. Yeah, let him have bail. Let him give him bail. Yeah. Look, I don't give a fuck about other people. Let them do whatever they want to do, whatever. I'm only explaining my case. I don't care. Other people do. That's their business. I'm not involved in their business, but why are they involved in my business? Because they're told to be involved in my business. That's why. But the community is all, they're all working together. Oh, it's all one big happy family, you know. That's what it is. But it doesn't matter the consequences or the outcome of this if I die or I get a heart attack through all the stress-related events that I've been put through. And all the negativity and all the fucking, this all negative projection onto you, you know, stage accident, staged fucking this, stage that, staged other. You know, all this staged fucking coming down the road the other day, and there was a big trailer and a van ran in off the hard shoulder in. There was no crash, but it was like, it's a negative, it was a negative, a negative projection, that's what it was. You know, it was a negative thing. Like the stage accident's all negative. It's all negative. It's all to make you depressed. It's all to make you anxiety. It's all to make you fucking paranoid. It's all, you know, it's all there to make you fucking mentally insane. Or mentally fucking seeing hearses, seeing coffins, seeing funeral signs everywhere. Round Monaghan, funeral signs everywhere. All people die. I know they die. They don't die in their fucking hundreds in a couple of weeks. Every day you go out, every morning you go out, there's a funeral sign. I know people die, but I never seen them. It's all staged. It's all staged. You can't tell me any otherwise, because I know it is. It's all set up for you. For your downfall. That's what it is. You know, to create depression in you, you name it. After mentioning them all. Seeing hearses every day of the week. Coffins in the back of an escort. You know, and then if that doesn't work, they'll put an escort. Like a couple of weeks ago there was a hearse with two motorbike people. I don't know now whether it was, what was, but they had two motorbike cops in front of the hearse and two behind, and then another vehicle behind that again. I'm not sure whether it was a police or whether it was ambulance or what it was, but it was all definitely there for you to see it. You couldn't miss it. Like, it stood out like a sore thumb. But all I can say, guys, it's scandalous what they're at out there. It's fucking scandalous. And then you come along and you say, oh, you're paranoid, you're fucking schizophrenia, you have fucking your anxiety, you know, you have all these things wrong with you and all this carry on of the day. Like, yeah, I'm paranoid every time I come out and there's dog shit smeared all over my car. And the wheels is half down the car. I'm paranoid that my wing mirror was stole out of the car. Is that imagining all this as well? That all my stools, that all the tools was robbed out of the place, out of the flat, and the bottom square of the back door was smashed from the inside out. Am I blind? Am I stupid? I don't think so. I'm not a fucking mental case. I know what's going on. I know what's happening. And I know what they had planned for me as well. So I'm imagining all this, like it's all you're imagining, and who the fuck do you think you are? Like you're a big important boy that you've been followed 24/7 a day. It doesn't. You don't have to be. They have done it to umpteen normal people that's going about their day's business. They have done it to everybody. Covered up fucking dirt and shit and oh my God. But you come out and say this, you're put down as mental, or you're put down as paranoid schizophrenia, or you're put down as, you know, severe anxiety, paranoia and all this carry on. If you come along and say that these people's following you and all this carry on. I have proof on my phone. How many cars swerve at me? How many fucking yokes swerve? I met a yoke coming out of the car park the other evening, no entry, right? And he was coming out the wrong way. But he wasn't coming out in a wee skittery fucking car if there was an accident happen. He was coming out in a big Jeep. And me and me wee cow, yeah. But to just make it that split time and second that they're out before, or there that they can see that they can make it out before you either there's an accident or before, or just that split second that you can see them. They make sure of that. But yet there's the ones that's breaking the law umpteen different times of the day and let go. They're not even bothered with it, you know. They're allowed to do whatever they want. But if we do one fucking tiny thing wrong, we're fucking jailed for it nearly, you know. Guys, this is dragging on about, it's 32 minutes now, half an hour. Oh my God, it's a bit long. I don't know, it takes my phone ages to upload these videos, guys, so, you know, I've got to get off. But that's what's happening now at the present minute. But God knows what's round the corner. I'll let you know what happened to me today anyway. I'm going to try and change the oil in the car and do a couple of little bits and stuff like that there, see what's happening, and so I'll let you know this evening anyway what's happening. Alright guys, thanks for listening, and have a nice day.